Year 4. This is lesson 2 of your biography writing. And in this lesson, we are going to be writing an introduction for our biography that we're writing for Tim Peake. And to do this, we're going to have a read of some introduction examples that have been already written. We're going to evaluate these introductions to see what we like, what we don't, and see if we can magpie some good ideas. We'll take these ideas and create a success criteria, and then at the end of it, you should be ready to go and write your own introduction for the biography for Tim Peake. So let's have a look at these introductions here. You've already seen Neil Armstrong and Chris Hadfield's introduction, and I've included one for Roald Dahl as well. So I would like you just to take a moment to read these through. So you might want to pause this now and have a read of these yourself. And then when you're finished, I'll read them through for you as well. So, Neil Armstrong, he was a pilot, an astronaut, an engineer that was the first person to walk on the moon. What do we think of that? Is it a good introduction? Does it get your interest? Does it hook the reader? Has it got enough information so that you are clear on who your biography is about? Let's move to Chris Hadfield then. This one says, have you ever dreamed of doing something that makes you want to perform handstands with it and laugh? Well, Chris Hadfield has. As a young man with a true passion for flying, he dreamed of being an astronaut. Chris spent 5 months on the ISS and became an internet sensation through his Twitter feeds. Since leaving NASA, he has become a professor in Canada. And Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl is well known for writing children's books and rhymes. Millions of his books have been sold all around the world and have been translated into many different languages. Roald Dahl is famous for saying that all a writer needs is what is in their heads, a pencil and paper. So, what did you think of those introductions? Which one did you think was the best and why? Which one do you think wasn't quite so good? Was there anything in any of the introduction that got your attention? So if you can think of what you liked and what you didn't, that will help us create a success criteria. So I personally think that you need to have basic key information. So you need to tell the reader who you are reading about. And for that, you need to tell the reader who it is, a pilot, an astronaut, a well-known author, and you need to give some basic information. And I think all three of those give that basic key information. You might want to include a quote or a question to engage and hook the reader. Going back again, I think Neil Armstrong, it gives you that key information, but it's not really a very engaging introduction. I quite like the fact that Chris Hadfield's one has got a question that helps you engage with the text, and I quite like the example or the quote that was given for Roald Dahl. I think that helps engage and keep the reader interested and makes the reader want to read on. So, we need to write an introduction for Tim Peake. So we're going to have to make sure we give the reader the key basic information. Who is he? What is he famous for? But without giving too much away. Otherwise, there's no point reading the rest of the biography. You may want to include a quote or a question to engage and hook your reader. So you might want to go back and have a look at your notes on Tim Peake. Have you got a quote that you could put in your introduction? If not, don't worry. Have a look on the internet. Can you find one? So the introductions, if we go back again, they don't have to be very long. There are a couple of sentences, maybe with a quote, maybe with a question, with that key information. Once you've written your introduction, which I'd like you to do in your plain learning journal, I would like you to, if you can, take a photo and send them to me, and I'd love to read them. Right, good luck Year 4, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.